Hi, my name is Hashan Silva, and I'm one of the top 5 finalists for 2013 Project Future Stella Fellow. I'm 25 years old, and I'm currently working as a marketing specialist for a pharmaceutical company, Eli Lilly. I'm also a lieutenant in the Royal Australian Army Reserves. In my 8 years in the Army, I've had many different jobs, but my current job is training the future officer hopefuls. The Army has been one of my greatest accomplishments. Being able to serve and protect the Australian population is something that I'm quite proud of. The Army has also given me the opportunity to give back to Australia through a variety of disaster relief operations. I don't know if there's any one thing that really defines a Stella Fella. I think being a Stella Fella begins with just treating everybody with respect and kindness. It's something that begins at home, treating your friends and family with respect and supporting them and being there for them when they need you. There are a lot of things that I've accomplished through my work in the Army, but the things that have brought me the most joy is when I'm able to be there for the people around me. I think another thing that makes a Stella Fella is lending a hand to others whenever you can. This is something that I've learned most important, I guess, from a really early age. Growing up in Sri Lanka during the Civil War, I still managed to have a pretty good childhood, but there were others that weren't as lucky as I was. At the time, there was some areas that were worse affected by war, and the people were trying to get out of Sri Lanka any way that they could. I knew a girl who was a daughter of someone my dad knew. This girl got offered a job as a maid for a family in the Middle East. She took that job, and after a while, her family couldn't contact her anymore. And it wasn't until months after calling police stations and embassies and searching that they finally found her. It turned out that a job that she was offered wasn't actually a legitimate job, and when she'd arrived, she was held captive and put to work in a brothel. I was only 7 at the time, and there wasn't much I could have done, but I wish I'd been able to help her in some way. She had been there for me like an older sister. She was only 15 when this happened as well. People smuggling and sex trafficking is rampant in Sri Lanka to this day, and sadly it's also occurring within Australia. It was then that I realized that there are a lot of vulnerable people out there, and whenever there are vulnerable people, women and children included, there's always someone trying to take advantage of that vulnerability. Lending a helping hand to those people is what Project Features is all about, and I feel that it's my responsibility, having been blessed with such good circumstance, to lending a hand with Project Futures should I be given the opportunity. My job in marketing is one of idea creation and implementation of these ideas to achieve the best patient outcomes. The skills that I've gained through the Army and my marketing career will enable me to generate great ideas and effectively manage the implementation of these ideas. Now, these ideas could be organizing a fund run similar to Cities to Surf, which raises awareness and funds for the work of Project Futures. It could be working with such an event that's already established, utilizing the infrastructure and already built participant base to enhance the cause of Project Futures. Or it could become something completely different, like selling friendship bracelets on International Women's Day, March the 8th, and International Children's Day, November 20th, in an effort to raise awareness for the cause. I strongly believe in thorough research, planning, and evidence-based decisions before embarking on a project of this magnitude. What I could bring to Project Futures is my ability and experience in running these type of projects and implementing them. Yeah, this is me, Hashan Silva, and I'm exceptionally excited to be a nominee for 2013 Stella Fellow.